Hello everybody, welcome back to our Aston Villa Gamer. This is the start of Season 3. In this episode I want to start with fast by telling you a few things about Season 3 and the upcoming transfer window. And yeah, we want to make some transfer. I'm not going to play a game today, I'm just trying to simulate through the transfer window until the first game, making this one or two signings I want to do and go through the transfer window, not the transfer window but the B-season tournament as well. Before I start with the transfer window, what I want to say, there are one, two things I want to say. Basically, just what are my goals, what are the goals from the board, I got from the board, and yeah, and one more thing. But first of all, let's start by, of course, we know that we don't really have an interesting transfer budget. Quite disappointed by that. I will talk about it again when I talk about transfer window. We go into the season with an 87 rated and have the following goals. We have to sign up at least one player this season to the Youth Academy. It's the same goal basically. I think we had it last season as well, not sure, but I will again probably not do that. Critical goals. Sign one crucial first team player assigned to the midfielder or midfielder position. First of all, midfielder, the bug still exists. Second of all, I want to sign a a striker and a center back. So midfielder is the only position except of goalkeeper I really don't want to sign anybody for. Except we sign somebody for the right wing position who is actually right mid and therefore counts as midfielder. But of course we'll see. 51 million earnings from the shirt sales. Again, shouldn't really be the problem. Shirt sales, the target is always, most of the time you can hit it already like after 20-30% of the season, so it's always a really bad one. Earn 323 million pounds for media earnings competition prize money within 3 seasons. Now we got 4th place and won the FA Cup and gotten the English League Cup final. I think last season we got around 120. So they basically want me to do exactly that every season, 3 seasons in a row. That's So the only critical thing, and I have to say, the first one, I'm not sure if I can do that. And for long term, I mean, of course, we got the Champions League now, so maybe with the Champions League, but we really have to play decent in Champions League, otherwise we can't hit this one. Financial-wise, finish the season with 8.5 million pounds unspent. I can't pronounce the word funds, so transfer budget and wage budget. Right now we have 33, so we can spend the most of it, I guess. I don't 100% understand that, but even if I spend it all through prize money, I will get that. So in the end of the season, I will definitely have that, because in the end of the season, I get the prize money. So that shouldn't be a problem if I do understand it correctly. Finish in the EuroLeague spot, that's completely perfect. 1 of 16, also perfect. And reach the quarterfinals, at least it's a low priority. But reach quarterfinals is a lot. So I have to say, I won't do that. Here, maybe just one, maybe I can do 2. This one won't be a problem, these 2 shouldn't be a problem, and this one, so not sure. So what do I want to do is, I want to once again at least get in the top 6, so at least again, just like he said, a EuroLeague place. But I would of course, after you got 4th, like to get 4th place again. I want to get this team on a new level, and to play at least for like 4th place again. I want to, in the Champions League, of course, at least go for the group stage, and then it always just depends who we're playing against. But quarterfinals would be nice, but at least round of 16 is my only goal. Quarterfinals would be nice, but round of 16 is the goal. I think after that is just bonus, basically. In the cups, I don't really care, as we did win the FA Cup, and I don't really care about the English League Cup. And yeah, that's basically it. So fight for 4th place, at least get top 6 in the league, and get in the round of 16 of the Champions League. Now, the last thing I want to say before I go into the transfer window is I will start simulating a lot more games. Just because there are a few games I'm probably not that interested in. Now, of course, 29 million pounds. I don't really understand why we got such a low transfer budget. In the transfer window, of course, I told you the most important things for me are center back, right wing, and striker position. For me, the most important thing is the center back position. Last but not least, I want to read a comment. The comment from Emerald, who is of course the manager of this club, in this last video where I asked you. He told me a few names. He told me, for example, for the striker position, Embolo, Griezmann, Harry Kane, Gabriel Jesus, Rashford, and Lacazette. For the wing position, he told me Bale, Mahrez, Mané, Sané, Lemar, and Martial. Now, I won't go for Embolo just because I had him long enough. I will go for Griezmann, but I'm quite sure he's too expensive. Harry Kane, I don't think I will go for him, but we'll see. Gabi Jesus and Rashford probably are too low weighted. Rashford is on my shortlist, and he is not that high weighted, so I don't think I really want to go for him, especially because I have Timo Werner, who is basically the same kind of player, but even a bit better. Like I said, another player I'm gonna probably look at, but again, not really looking at the striker position, and I guess he is too expensive. Interesting names for me are definitely Bale, even though I think he's too expensive. Mahrez is somebody I'm looking at, Mane is somebody I'm looking at, Sané as well, Lemar maybe, and Martial is gonna be really interesting, even though I probably would use him as striker. So there are a few players I'm definitely looking at. I will scout all these players as well as look at the other few players on my shortlist, and of course let my scouts scout. And yeah, this is it. You know everything I will know in this episode. Just scout around, see who I can get, and then make this one, maybe two transfers. That's all we really want to do in this episode. I will put Nash on the transfer list just because I would like to sell him. Don't think I really want to keep him, just sign him because Pulisic and Burke were injured for a few months at some point. And I guess Vargas also will be put on the transfer list. I will also put, where is he? Ayew on the transfer list. I won't sign him before I got somebody else, and I just want to see some offers I could get from him. I will just do it right now just for fun, basically. A quick update, I do have a problem when I try to go for Gabriel Jesus. If I scout for him, I can't find him. The only striker I can find is this dude, and he is the player for Inter. I'm gonna go for him probably as well, because he has some decent stats with 86 attacking position, decent physical stats, decent ball control dribbling, and 88 finishing, Wally's penalties. So somebody I'm also maybe interested in. Even though, of course, once again, I won't probably go for strikers, but I can't find the Gabriel Jesus. I can't find him. He's not at Man City anymore. I can't find him through scouting for typing in Jesus. I can't find him through typing in Gabriel. If I type in Gabriel Jesus, there is no player, and therefore, okay, I will definitely not go for him because I can't even find him. Now I want to quickly tell you who I will add to this list of players from already my shortlist. First of all, Quincy Promise, you wanted me to sign him, and he is a right midfielder, 26, 84 weighted, it's not 85, but it's decent enough. Amazing pace, decent stats, I think positions there, ball control dribbling is not amazing, but he has decent finishing, crossing, passing, long shots, he can score goals, and not only that, he is high-low, and 4-star weak foot and 4-star skill moves, so a really interesting player. Just somebody I'm gonna add as well. Another player is Ousmane Dembele. He is also 84 weighted, he is 21 years old, amazing pace. Not that good as a physical stats, but has better ball control dribbling and also 87 finishing, so he can also score. And the main effect why I'm also interested in him is, of course, he has a better potential than, for example, I can't remember his name already. Man, I just talked about him 10 seconds ago, but because he has not only better potential but also high-low, can play on the left and the right, can play midfield, can play striker as well. 5-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves, and Quincy Promise is the other dude. Preseason tournament also quite disappointing. First of all, no 5-star skill move, 5-star difficulty cup. Also, just 3.5, 4.5. I will take this one because it's the most money, but also 8.3 million pounds. I'm quite disappointed. The only cool thing is basically that we are playing against Schalke, maybe at least. Oh, we are definitely gonna play against Schalke, so that's the only really cool thing about it, to be honest. Except with this, quite disappointed by this as well. I really expected to get 12 million pounds for this recent tournament, or can get up to 12 million pounds. Get like 30-40 million pounds in transfer budget. Actually even more. So I'm a bit disappointed by everything. To be honest, I actually won't even make an offer for Mahrez because I don't really want to sign him. Even if I could sign him, I don't really want to, as he is not really great. He has decent stats, of course, yes. Has a high finishing, decent stats, but I really dislike his physical stats because he isn't really that pacey. Stamina could be better. Mental stats are also not the amazing one, so even if I could get him, I wouldn't really be interested in, so I will just remove him and not even try to sign him. I think actually Anthony Martial would be my first option, just because of them physical and these technical abilities. I will also not go for Lemar, as same reason like Mahrez. I probably can get him, but he is only 83 rated, he has not great finishing. I told you I want as a winger, I want a pacey, left-footed, high finishing winger. He is left-footed, yes, he is very versatile, but he's not great, he's not special, his mental stats are not really good, he's not really pacey, and his finishing is also not great, so Thomas Lemar is also a player I won't really go for. If you talk about Rashford with fast, I won't go for him just because he's exactly like Timo Werner. Timo Werner is just faster, has better mental stats, I think worse Bongton dribbling, but also I want the same finishing. So it just doesn't make sense if I have Timo Werner to also go for Rashford, as they're basically the same type of player. I even prefer Werner, so that's why I won't go for him. I was really thinking about Harry Kane, because I actually know, of course, he has amazing stats. He has the best finishing of them all. He has a better tank position, a lot of decent stats. But there are two things I dislike. First of all, it's this. 3-star weak foot is an amazing 3-star skill moves. I don't care about skill moves. But high is really bad. Compared also to not, his spin speed is decent. If he would have 80 plus acceleration, I might still think about it. But he is really expensive. He is slow, especially acceleration is really important. Acceleration is even more important for me than sprint speed. So 81 acceleration, 71 sprint speed would be better for a striker at least. For a winger it's the other way around. Sprint speed is more important in my opinion, but for striker acceleration, this quick acceleration is more important. So because of high work rates and that acceleration, I'm not going for him. I'm just gonna quick sim these games, except of the Schalke game. That's the only game I'll probably just simulate and look at it all, because Schalke is interesting. Benfica first of all won today, or yesterday, it depends, against Dortmund in a very lucky way. Schalke actually almost lost 3-1, boom, 2-0 win with Schendera scoring a goal. Then somebody got injured where nothing stands, so I have no idea what the fuck. This bug always happens in these preseason tournaments. Injury on their side, Hakimi with the second. Schalke did only get a draw. Bit disappointing. Gareth Bale, they declined, not really going to offer on anybody else, so Gareth Bale is definitely gonna be too expensive. Now we got all the new players back, so Murphy, as I told you, Murphy I'm not sure, I think I will loan him out. Berg, I'm gonna sell him, a Borg, and Queen I'm gonna loan him out again. Do I want to give them Timo Werner? Not really. So I think this is my last offer. I think this was my last offer, yeah, he is not worth anything else, anything more. They still don't accept. I think I made my last offer for them as well. Yes, so Griezmann and Gabriel also not gonna be interesting anymore. Another player was interested in is still Fur. We actually lost against Watford. What the fuck? They got a draw against Schalke and won against us. They had 2 even scored. We were taking the lead. We took the lead, but Okaka with 2 goals. And Oxford, of course, in the last minute had to get injured, and then it says, yeah, nothing. But so, I don't know. Schalke only with 2 points. We lost against fucking Watford and probably got a huge injury. So things are not going too well right now, I'm not sure why. 3 goddamn months, so that's decent start. Oxford straight away injured for 3 months, so now we really do need another center back. The offer for Mané got declined, and therefore I will not go for Mané. There are 2 more players I'm gonna have a quick look at. First of all, a player it would be a big surprise if we could get him, so I will straight away go and offer them the most I can do, which will be Ayew on 30 million, and of course Werner on 30 million, but it would be a big surprise if we could get Dybala. Marco Reus though isn't that expensive. Of course it's 41 million, but because he's not that old, he isn't that expensive actually. So that might actually be possible, and of course I could use him anywhere. And Marc Bartra is the first center back I actually found that might be interesting, as he is 84 weighted, has 90 plus. At least like 90 defensive skills, some decent physical skills as well, decent passing of course, for a center back at least, and probably not that expensive, so I'm not sure. I can only offer them Mika Richards, and it would be quite a surprise if they're interested. I will just make an, actually I have to go a bit higher, so I will make an offer of like 50 million pounds and Bartra and Richards for him. As you can see, Watford with 4 points, we have 3 points, Schalke has 2 points, and Benfica has 1 point. That basically means if we win, we are through. If we get a draw, we kind of have to maybe hope that Benfica is not winning. If we lose, we are definitely out. Verdu with a goal. Nübel, Virita, Martins Indy, okay. Kera, Geiser, Ogo, Embolo, Goretzka, Tedbeke, Lelez, Di Santo. Not really the greatest team ever, and therefore it is an easy win. We have Schendera scoring in the second. Cooking for Berg, that doesn't really make sense. But he scores at least, so 3-0. Hakimi in for Vargas doesn't make sense at all. And Schendera scores. Okay, because we only have them on the bench, to be honest. And then he missed a penalty, so it could have been 5-0. Schendera could have scored 3 goals. In the end, he just scored 2 because he had to miss a penalty. But we are definitely going through, and for the first time, we will get 1.7, at least something. They do decline, but I think they said they're interested. I will switch from Ayew to Werner. This is going to be my last offer for Lacazette. I'm not going for De La Feu anymore. Semi-finals against Betis, who did win against Monaco, and Wolfsburg lost against Fiorentina. 3-1, boom. We win 2-0, Vargas and Cook. Once again there is a substitution that isn't one. But okay, we did score 2 goals. We are going into the final and of course getting even more prize money. Okay, we have a lot to talk about. First of all, we got £3 million. Singapore, I found a few interesting players. I'm going to make offers for 3 center backs. Musacho, Manolas and Laporte. Manolas probably not available, but Laporte, Musacho maybe. As well as Shaqiri as right winger with left-footed pacey. Not too old and can score goals. Now we do have declined offers for a few players, but also Man United accepted 30 million and Werner for Lacazette. That is interesting. Now I think we don't have the money to offer him in the wage. We can have a look. Might be possible, but I don't think. It is actually possible. Oh, we could sign Lacazette. I mean, a center back is way more important. But if you really can sign Lacazette, do you really not want to do it? I'm not sure. If you're the player, I'm gonna offer a new contract for make a new offer as well. Start a new first offer for these. So a few interesting things. Lacazette, the first player we might be able to sign. I'm not going for Leroy Sané anymore. Marco Reus just got injured, but I don't think that makes a big difference for us because I probably can't even sign him. The same for Dybala, who we definitely cannot sign. We will go in the final. I will straight away, as always, just simulate it. I think because of the final I wouldn't quick sim, but I don't really care. They actually just got through in penalties against Watford. So that's a big surprise. They did get, I think, 3 wins, so 9 out of 9 points in the group stage for the background noise. And one just got a score, but I'm not sure why Watford is that strong, to be honest. Vargas scores. Not bad, Vargas, really not bad. Veretout with the second, Cook for you. We didn't get one offer yet for one of the players on the transfer list, actually. We always get offers for one of the midfielders. We got 1 or 2 offers for Fusemensa, we got 2 for Cook, and we got 2 for Neves already. 2-1 win, so we do win this, and therefore we got the full around £9 million. Still not quite, it's alright, but not more than this, to be honest. 9 million is not the biggest transfer window. Lacazette accepted, fuck's sake, we could sign him. Now, I will think about a few things, but we could actually sign Lacazette. We got a transfer offer for you. I would sell him just because we can include him in some transfers, but I will go up to at least 22.5. With 22.5, I will actually offer count off for 25. If somebody pays £25 million for you, then we would get like 19-20 million pounds in our transfer budget. It would help us. I think that would help us a lot in signing players. We won't sign Marco Reus. Also, we are not unfortunately signing. I'm not sure who it is. It's either Martial or I think we're going for another player, but I'm not sure. But I think it's Martial. Actually, I really don't know who it is. Basically, I think it has to be Martial. Yeah, I think it is. So unfortunately, yeah, Martial, man, I really wanted to get him, but it's not possible. Dortmund declined a 25 million offer as well as Richards, and this is, I won't pay more for an 84 weighted Bartra. There are a lot more interesting players, and therefore, yeah, Bartra also not going for him. Hummels, don't think I can get him, but right now I'm actually just going for anybody because we're almost half done with the transfer window. And we can only sign one player, and that's Lacazette. And I told you, center back probably is the most important thing, and then it's probably winger. I will not go for Quincy Promes anymore just because I offered 20 million and you. I don't think he's worth anything else, anything more than this. Dortmund accepted 20 million and you for Dembele. Looks like we finally at least got a second option and don't only have Lacazette as an option right now. I will just finish this month. And then I will end. I have to give, like I said, a new contract, not a big surprise. I will just finish this month and then of course we'll tell you who we can sign, who we might be able to sign, and then it depends what you want me to do. So Musacho, I offered 30 million and Richards, I don't want to pay anything else. Laporte, do I want to go higher? He's the only center back I will offer 35 million pounds for. But more than 35 million pounds and Richards for a center back, I think would not be worth it, especially because we don't have that much money, but maybe I will actually go up to 40. Barcelona actually accepting a contract, that's interesting. Manolas, he might be too much wage, but I mean, 200k is quite a lot, but he is an amazing center back, 30 million and Richards. he's better than Laporte, and he would be less expensive. I think, yeah, this was my last offer for Shaqiri. More, it won't go up to 30, especially now that I can get Dembele for 20 NRU. I don't think he's worth to go for anymore. Dembele actually declined. I mean, he is just on 60, so it shouldn't be a big problem to like offer a bit more. If like I said on 170 would decline, I would have to pay more to like 200. I couldn't do that. But I can go up to even 100k if he wants to. To be honest, he's an amazing player. I could go up to 120,000 pounds, so twice as much as he's earning right now. I wouldn't really have a problem with that. Lafont is going up, can't speak. Goalkeeper positioning and reflexes, my goodness. Going up 83. Wait, I just want to get him to an 85 and Konrad to an 80. There you go, they won't pay it. Not a big surprise, to be honest. I told you I would maybe even go up to 40. I will do, but not more. 40 million, which is not more, because especially we can get Manolas for 30 million and him. Okay, second last day, this one, and then one more day. Oh, he declines as well, but he is already on too hard, man. I can't really go up too much anymore. I will go up as much as I can. This of course would make Laporte interesting again, because I mean they have the same rating. I just like Manolas more, but Manolas is on a lot more wage, and he might not even join us, even if we offer them the wage. There you go, he accepted, and it is the first of a new month. I will finish here. I will just do a few quick things. First of all, I just want to see if anybody was able to improve except of Lafont. Yes, Diop gone up once, he is now 81 rated, not the most amazing both, but still growth is growth. Leratou gone up to an 82, we do have Berg going up to the 76, we do have Konrad going up to the 79, we do have Pulisic going up to the 79, we do have Borg going up to 64. I actually completely forgot them, so this good that I can now do this. Yeah, Berg can go. Murphy, I will load him out again, 67 rated now. And we do have Fernandez going up to 75 with 90 sprint speed now as well. So I can remind that remind me of that. So I can do that really fast, put it on transfer list, and oh what the fuck, where am I? And then I'm gonna do 1-2 other things very fast and then end this episode. The second thing I want to do is tell you who exactly we can sign, who else I'm going for, who else might be able to, or we might be able to sign. For that we go into my shortlist. Now, first of all, the center back position. The players I'm going for right now are Laporte, are Manolas. I found this dude, 71 rated in the age of 20 with some decent stats, so he could be somebody just in case we can't sign anybody and go for some, not a center back. I could sign him and use him as a replacement of Oxford until Oxford is back. We have Hummels, we have Varane, and that's it. In the wing position right now there's Justin Bale. There's nobody else I'm looking for, there's nobody else on my shortlist I'm going for, but we can also sign him, so he is the only option. In a striker of course we can sign Lacazette, and that's it. So as striker we only have Lacazette, as winger we only have, and what's his name, Dembele. As center back we might be able to sign Lafont, Manolas, or maybe we are able to sign Laporte or somebody else. In around 1.5 weeks we have the game against Stoke, I will play that. In the league we have a game against Sunderland, I'm gonna probably simulate this. We have a game against Brugge, I will play this, and we have a game against Tottenham, I will play this, and against Brugge I will only play if the first leg game wasn't too amazing. So I will play 3, maybe even 4 games. I think the next episode I'm only gonna play against Stoke, simulate against Sunderland, and then probably that's it already, and the transfers until then. And the next episode I'm probably finishing this month. That means what I definitely can tell you is in the next episode we won't go for the full transfer window, for sure. And what I definitely want to know therefore for you is what do you want me to do? You know we don't have that much money, we don't have enough money to sign 2 players. We do definitely have enough money to sign at least one big player. Now, do you want me to go for Lacazette? Do you want me to go for Dembele, who I definitely would prefer, to be honest? Do you want me to go for a center back? What do you want me to do? Just tell me. You know some players already I'm going for, you know some players I'm not going for anymore. And yeah, if there's anybody else who can tell me, I can scout him, and yeah, otherwise, especially the question is probably if I can sign Manolas, if I can sign Laporte, and of course still have Dembele, and like I said, who of these would you like me to go for? This is it with this episode. I have no idea how long this is, might be 15, might be 20, might be actually a bit longer than normal, but that's okay because it's a Transfer special. And I do like these kind of videos, even if they're a bit longer. If you enjoyed it, please smash the like button. Don't forget to tell me in the comments what do you want me to do. Tomorrow we will continue with this series, so I hope you look forward to that. Have an amazing day, guys, and bye.